Hi Miracles, I'm back with another motivational video. It's me, Mrs. Miracles. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to support my channel. And I hope all is truly well. Remember that there's a miracle in everything. And yeah, just keep pursuing your passions and your goals and keep being happy and striving to be happy, at peace, and blissfully, okay? So I wanted to make a video talking about spiritual integration that has been going on amongst some people in life. If you are aware, then you probably know what I'm talking about. And basically I wanted to tell you guys about mind, body, and soul. So your mind, body, and soul temple is what it is, your mind, body, and soul. And you have to make sure you don't get caught in the physical illusion of your mind and your body, and know the difference between those and your soul. Okay, so your mind is going to be obviously your thinking, your imagination, and all that. Your body is obviously the physical avatar that you have at your access for this matrix world, and your soul is obviously going to be your spirit, your higher self, and the being, the celestial being that you are. So going through life, our mind is gonna tell us things and kind of play tricks on us and kind of like give us negative thoughts. Your body is gonna have those feelings, those five senses, you know, the mind, the sight, hearing, smelling, touching, sight, smell, touch. What are the other ones? What are the other five senses? Wow. Sight, smell, touch, hearing, and tasting. Those are the five senses, okay, I think. Okay, you guys understand. You guys know the five senses. And also, this brings me to the case of The Sixth Sense. Are you familiar with that movie? I actually want to go back and watch it. It's a movie and it's a book. But The Sixth Sense is basically your spirit, right? So in your spiritual integration in life, in this matrix game we call life, you have to decipher the difference between your mind, body, and soul. Okay, so your mind is going to make you think things. Your body is going to make you feel things, is going to make you like have physical feelings, but your soul is going to know exactly what you need, is going to know exactly what feels good on your inside and to your feelings, right? So basically we have to make sure we take care of our temple and make sure we do what's necessary for our spirit. And that brings me to say that all of this is a game world. They switched everything around. They made it backwards. They made it so where people think that the physical avatar is the real world, but when you go to sleep, that's the real world. When you're dreaming and when you're imagining, that's the real world. Like, I'm still learning about this, but from what I've heard and what I've known, they like switched everything so that, yeah, they switched everything so that we don't tap into our soul and our spirit, so that we contribute to their game world. So yeah, someone's over there. I don't know what they're doing, but anyways, I'm probably gonna clip that out. So yeah, just basically the message is to just take care of your mind, body, and soul temple, and don't get so caught up in this physical reality and basing everything off of your basic self. Your basic self is the body, okay? That's the basic self. The five senses is the basic self. So if you want to tap into your higher self, then you have to follow your spirit. You have to nurture your spirit and do what your spirit is telling you to. And your mind is just gonna be there kind of facilitating it all, but your mind really isn't like, your mind isn't you. Your spirit is you. So when you understand that you are just conscious, you are pure consciousness in your pure self, then that's when you know that you're invincible, that you're immortal. You know that anything that happens in this life isn't the final destination. Like, any situation you're going through, your current phase, your current reality is not the final destination. And when you're tapped into your spirit, you be like, all right, cool, I know that happened, but my spirit got me. Like, I'm always gonna be good. Like, I have a solution for everything. Like, I feel good no matter what just happened. I'm not gonna let like people make my like people make me feel a certain way because I know my spirit is godly. Like, I'm a god. Like, you have to remind yourself of these things, and that's consciousness. So when we're in this game world, we have things that happen to us, like cars, like losing work, or like, I don't know, getting into conflicts with people. Like, those are just all distractions, and those are all to make you feel like this is real. But in reality, it doesn't even matter. So what you have to do is separate the physical world and the physical reality from your spirit self, from your God self, right? So separate the reality from your spirit self. Separate the physical reality from your spirit self, and just know that all is truly well, and you are your God in your life, okay? So you will grant yourself anything you want. You could change anything you want in your reality. You just know that you're good no matter what, okay? And also, about this being like the fake world, like, you're not the body or the mind. You are pure self, pure spirit, pure consciousness. So when you know that, what was I saying? I was saying, like, you just tap into your spirit and you just know that you're good. Basically, you don't let this game world trick you. That's what I was saying. So when you go to sleep and you separate from this reality, that's basically the real world. So that's why you should prepare yourself before going to sleep. And I have to work on that, but prepare yourself before going to sleep and set your intentions, because basically that's the real world. So when you go to sleep, you want to be thinking about what you want, how you want your life to be, and what you want to manifest. You want to be thinking about those things so that it carries over into your dream, and then when you wake up, that carries on into the physical world. So we always, like, well, I'm not gonna say we, but people, like, I've gotten over that. I've gotten over this phase. I've gotten over this phase, but people go to sleep dreading the next day, and then they wake up dreading the day to come. And that's, like, so backwards. It's so backwards. And also, when you wake up, you think that this is the real world that you have to attend to, like, and it's not. You have to attend to your spirit. You have to attend to the unknown, the unseen. And that is what needs to be done. It's kind of unfathomable. I always say this, it's kind of unfathomable to think that this is all fake. It is like we're programmed to think that this is the reality just because, oh, you can feel, you can touch, you could do this and you can do that. That's the fun of it. When you master your life, master yourself, and enjoy life, that's the fun of it. But you know that this is all a game world, and that's why you make the game fun. That's why, you make the game fun. So when you go to sleep, you're just, you're going back to your world. You're going back to your world. That's why dreams are there, and sometimes dreams can be a message. Sometimes dreams are like what happened. Like, sometimes, I have yet to learn about that and yet to really get into the understanding of everything, but I am aware consciously. And also, this makes me think of, like, growing up when there were, like, deaths in my family. It didn't really hurt me. Like, I couldn't cry a lot. I couldn't really cry about it. It was like, it didn't make sense. I'm like, where are they going when they die? It just didn't make sense to me. And now, growing up, and now like understanding and learning from Miss G, the sexual celestial, she's like, death is not the end. So death is not the end. That's where your spirit kind of belongs. That's where your spirit is. That's where you belong. That's where us beings really belong. So basically, death isn't the end. So when I was growing up, I'm like, yeah, no, where are these people going? Like, I couldn't feel bad because I think my younger self knew that it wasn't the end. And then, you know, the programming got into my life, and I'm like, oh, these people are dying. But no, it's not happening. They're either, if they have completed this game, because like I said, this is a game, that you're here to fulfill your soul's mission, right? You're using this body car to fulfill your soul's mission. So when you die, it's like if you completed your game, if you've accomplished all of everything, then you probably don't have to reincarnate. You can choose to reincarnate. You can choose to reincarnate. Almost done with that, but yeah, you can choose to reincarnate, okay? So if someone died in like depression and lack and just turmoil, then that's gonna be your afterlife. That's gonna be, you're gonna have to either come back and you're gonna have those same attachments to you because you're gonna have to learn to let that go. Or if you have, you know, lived a joyful life and a blissful life, and you have done everything, you've experienced a lot, and you're just happy, like basically you're gonna die in that state of being. And you can choose to do whatever with your spirit. So that part is what needs to be taught to us. That's what they took from us. They separated us from that concept because whatever game world this is, they wanted us to appeal to this game world and work for them and do this for them and have this operating for them. But our spirits are not of this world. So if you're here in a body car, and this doesn't pertain to everyone, okay? So if you are, I mean, it does pertain to everyone. Let me take that back. You know, I'm still learning. I'm gonna just say, if you are, I just forgot my train of thought, but it's okay. Basically, yeah, just until we can get this switched around, because they flipped it, until we can get it flipped back, just know that everything is well. All is truly well. It doesn't matter what happens to you. It doesn't matter what happens to your belongings. It doesn't matter what someone says to you. That holds no weight to your God self. Separate the physical body, separate the thoughts, because your thoughts are, it could be like thoughts, like you could be picking up someone else's thoughts. You could be, you know, the thoughts, you separate your thoughts. So when you focus on your spirit, your feeling, and what feels good to you, that's when you really advance. And that's when you become more spiritual, and you know, in this mind, body, and soul temple, that you are just pure self. You're your pure consciousness, and you're just this celestial angelic being of infinite possibilities, infinite abundance, limitlessness. What? Oh my freaking God. limitlessness, just everything. You, like, we're fruitful beings, like everything. Yeah. So that's why they had the movies Avatar, right? They put it in our faces, and they show you guys, like, these avatar bodies are just players that we picked for the game, basically. But all the distractions, all of the physical senses, all the physical sense things that happens to us makes us feel like this is real, but our spirit and our soul knows that it's not. So when you tap into your spirit, your soul, your higher self, and everything, that's when you separate from the physical, and you just, yeah, that's when you really just upgrade you. Can I upgrade you? Definitely. So I hope I made some sense there. There's a lot to learn, there's a lot to flip around, there's a lot to uncover, but yeah. And then it goes deeper too. Like there's other realms, there's like higher, like there's just, it's just, wow, it's just amazing. Like when I think about this stuff, it makes me really appreciate existence, and to know that I can go to another realm, to know that I can advance my being and just be a free spirit after I die and just be like a ghost, essentially. Because that's what a spirit is, a ghost. But a ghost is, you know, like you watch Casper the Ghost. Yeah. So that's what's going on. I just am very excited about it and all, and like I just love to know this, and I love to know that on my life journey, like I always had this feeling that this shit is like what's more to it. Like, you know, like they say, we don't just go work to die and etc. We don't just go work every day to die. Duh, because there's more to this life. It's actually reversed. We're supposed to be spirits. We're supposed to be out of this body car. Like we're supposed to be able to go to other realms. We're supposed to be able to create the fucking impossible, because we are possible. I'm possible. You're possible. We're possible. Everything is possible. We can create. Like, it's fucking amazing. But we do have this game world that we have to kind of make use of. So keep in mind, basically, in conclusion, that you're not this meat suit. I like that. I forgot who said that, but they're saying you're not just this meat suit walking around, okay? You're an actual freaking spirit. And even if you aren't like necessarily a chosen one, it's just about feeling good and not letting shit phase you. Like if you a god, if you want to claim to be a god, then step into that power and know that, yeah, like everything is all well. Like if you lost everything today, you still gonna be a happy spirit, that type of shit, you know? Because yeah, letting this physical reality get to you, yeah, is just gonna keep you trapped in the physical. So we're trying to get out of there and get back to spirit. So I hope that brought some awareness to you guys. There's a lot to learn, there's a lot to do. And also, before you go to sleep, just, yeah, set your intentions. Even if you don't have, if it doesn't go exactly as planned, the moment you lay your head down, you're not thinking about the physical reality. You're thinking about your feelings and your spiritual self and things that you want to create. Okay? And you are your highest self. This body is your spiritual expression. So if you are your higher self, sorry about that, if you are your higher self and this body is your physical expression, how are you presenting your higher self in this matrix? How are you utilizing this body to, you know, express your godliness, to express your purity, to express the limitedness? How are you utilizing this body card to express your spiritual being? That's what it is about. And until we can flip this shit around, yeah, just keep staying in good spirits and just know that nothing can phase you, okay? Hope you guys have a miraculous rest of your day. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe as always. Bye.